Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Mr. Dr. Hairazi as lecturer of qualitative research. And firstly, let's thank to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has been giving us some mercies and blessing until we can presentation now. Secondly, my salawat and salam always be given to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness, from stupidity era to the cleverness, namely Islam religion, the true religion in this world and hereafter. Okay, before to going to topic, I introduce myself. My name is Aulia Nurfajri. I'm from Group 1, and we will presentation about ethnographic qualitative research report. Okay, the first formulation of the problem. Number 1, what is the ethnography research method? Number 2, what are the types of ethnography research? Number 3, what are the steps in ethnography research? And 4, what are the sources of data in ethnography research? And the last 5, what are the advantages and disadvantages of using ethnography research? Next, definition of ethnography method. Ethnography is a field of scientific research that is often used in the social science, especially in anthropology and some branches of sociology. Ethnography is also known as a part of historical science which studies society, ethnic groups, and other ethnic formation, ethnogenesis, composition, migration of residents, characteristic of social welfare, as well as their material and spiritual culture. Ethnography is often applied to collect empirical data about human society and culture. Data collection is usually done through participant observation, interviews, questionnaires, and others. This science aims to explain the state of society that is studied through writing. In biology, this type of study is called a field study or case report, both of which are used as general synonyms for ethnography. Oke, jadi etnografi secara bahasa Yunani, ethnos atau folk atau people atau orang-orang, dan graphian atau menulis. Jadi, makna etnografi itu adalah penulisan rakyat. Nah, itu secara bahasa. Kalau secara maknawi, etnografi adalah penelitian jenis kualitatif metode, penelitian kualitatif yang sering digunakan pada ilmu sosial, khususnya terkait dengan antropologi dan sosiologi. Jadi terkait dengan budaya dan sosiologi. Dan juga sering digunakan untuk mengumpulkan data empiris tentang kondisi sosial budaya dari manusia itu sendiri. Penelitian kualitatif itu menggunakan kata partisipan karena terlibat melihat orang yang diteliti itu sebagai partisipan. Okay, next slide. Types of ethnography research. There is two types of ethnography research. The first, release ethnography. This type is a traditional type where the researcher tries to obtain data on an individual or situation from a third-person perspective. The role of the third person is very significant because it is able to provide an objective view of the phenomenon under study. The second, critical ethnography. This type is a more contemporary type in which the researcher voices or advocates for the voice of the socio-cultural group being researched. Critical ethnographies respond to the conditions of contemporary society, which assumes that systems of power, prestige, and authority relations tend to marginalize individuals who come from different classes, race, and genders. Okay, next slide. My friend will continue. She is Almira Arifati Nubla. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Almira Arifati Nubla. Okay, in this video, I will continue the explanation from my previous friends. C. Step of ethnography research. First, identify research question. Second, determine location for research. Third, formulate presentation method. Fourth, acquire permission and access. 5. Observe and participate. 6. Interview. 7. Collect archival data. And the last, code and analyze data. D. Search of ethnography research data. Some explanation of ethnography search. Excellent examples of ethnography were written in the 10th century. Killed Ibn Fadlan and the Land of Darkness. Ahmad Ibn Fadlan was sent from Baghdad in 121 on a journey that took him to the Vulgar and Ras. He wrote his observation on his travel. This observation allowed research to glean great amount of information about the place he visited. Fadlan also illuminated the history of his own people due to perception he had when he encountered difference between his culture and Norse. Maybe that's all from me. Okay, maybe only this I can explain. Next part will be explained by my friends. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my Akhyardi. My number student is 1910141. My presentation about advance of ethnopornography research. Right now, we want to tell about what are the results of that on ethnopornography research. First, ability to see. First, how user interacts with technology at the natural agreements, right? Right. Then the second, identify. United States. You said that you might not have a connection in you. You basically test ability. You said, right? And then opportunity to test now product is that before they are reset to the tech to see demand is like start on And then we want to tell about the side advantage of ethnography research. Right? First, because it is greatly enriched in the to the users, is it take much long to generate and only in all the findings, right? And then short result, students might not get to use it actually naturally as they are aware of the research persons and and this and this cause of con condensing 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 enough ethnography students is typically must have said there is greater insight into the user is take much longer to connect and analyze all the findings. And then so students might not get user acting naturally as the hour of the research person. And then the first of the course of connection ethnography students is typically much higher than connection user test. And then thank you for an attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arif Nurhuda, and today I will presenting the conclusion about these materials. Okay, ethnographic studies are a good way to really understand your users and the challenge they may face while going about their everyday lives. The research will give you insight to your users that you may not have seen if they were in the lab being asked to complete a task. However, ethnographic studies can be costly and time-consuming, so make sure that you get the research method right is crucial to making sure that you are getting the research question answered. Having conducted a study, you then need to present your finding back in an informative and meaningful way that will allow teams to use the information to make informed change, making sure that your own opinions have not come into the findings. Okay, that's all enough for me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.